So, today's topic. Why does my face look like greasy like that? Today's topic essentially is a new term I like to use now. It's called emotional alchemy. Because in life, you get two options, and I've recently really started to go through a certain, like, almost an awakening where there is almost zero scenario in your life where you should allow happenings to make you a worse off person. Every single thing that happens to you, good or bad, should be used to uplift your life and elevate you and evolve you. And it's hard. It's hard to accept that as like a thing that you're doing. Like, I'm going to take this pain and make something good. I'm going to see how this person treated me like shit and be a better person to them because of it. That's a fucking difficult task, man. Like, it's impossible for a lot of people. That's why the people that end up doing it, they tend to excel. And I think, like, me personally, I've gotten to a point where it's like, I know what my gifts are and I know where my skill sets lie, but it's time to elevate those things now and bring a wider audience to experience those things. And I think, like, a part of those skills is speaking to people and explaining things and imparting wisdom and sharing information that I've learned from my life experience. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just super committed to making strides in mental health and the evolution of man, like in the masculine sense, like in the philosophical sense of masculinity. We got to evolve our mindsets, all of us, young men, old men, everybody. The world is changing fast, and in order to preserve oneself, you got to be able to move with the times. And I think, like, you know letting trauma hold you back is a thing of the past in a certain sense, at least for me now. So there's never going to be a time where I'm going to be kind of like leaning into the idea of like, oh, this is making me a worse person because it happened. No, I'm just not going to do that anymore. Like, there's no excuse. And so, yeah, that's really kind of the majority of what I wanted to say, to be honest. I think that, like I said, obviously there's things that are hard to deal with, but I think that the hardest part is making something good out of it. But in doing that, you become so much stronger. And like, submitting to hardships as something bad and making your life experience worse, submitting to that feeling, it can provide a level of comfort, but in the long run, every time that cycle ends and attempts to like reset, when that cycle ends, you're gonna feel it harder and harder every time. I think that's for me. Like I said, like, there's been so much stuff happening to me, bro, and I feel like I'm like, I just want to understand why. And I think, like, if I choose within myself to be happy and lead with love in all scenarios, eventually the world around me and the environment is gonna have to like conform to it, because leaning into things that are like hard to deal with, or you know what people might say hold you back, I can't humor it anymore. I gotta try something new. And so this is a part of that. Just being open with my ideas and thoughts and sharing it to the people that I fuck with out there. I hope everybody fucks with me. I probably shouldn't cuss, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, man. I'm gonna try and do one of these once a week, and not even try. I'm gonna do one of these once a week, and yeah, stay tuned. Song Wars is definitely gonna continue to happen, but in due time. Right now, I'm juggling a lot, and I appreciate everybody's patience. I wish you peace and love and happiness and prosperity, and I hope you have something to gain from this video. I'll see you soon. Listen to all my new shit. Yeah.